So the oil and gas and mining extractive industry have historically been a male-dominated industry from all levels, from the leadership roles, the major corporations to job working in mines and so on and so forth. However, a report has it that just about 15% of the oil and gas workforce is female. In commemorating International Women's Day, our guest will be discussing with us how she entered this industry and what she does in the industry. You can join us to welcome National President, Women in Energy, Oil and Gas, Mrs. Dr. Dr. Oladunni Owo. Welcome, madam. When we hear oil and gas, we just think money. That you'll be oozing. Money will be oozing out of you.
It's oozing already.
So tell us a bit of a background. I mean, it's already online, but just give us how did you get into that industry? And then we'll now go into the challenges you might have faced. But let's start with how you got into it.
Okay, so I was privileged, let me use that word, to get into the oil and gas space. About 25 years ago, actually, as a very young undergraduate, you know. Indeed, in those days where ASU strike used to rock Nigerian universities, like, you know, the way ASU strike rocks you, not like what they rock these days, you know, because now you have a lot of private universities. In those days, you don't have option, so you just rock with the ASU strike. And I was privileged to have an elder sister, you know, Dr. Oladunni, that was working in energy, oil and gas then, and then she was just like, okay, rather than just staying at home, every time there is ASU strike or there is a break, just go and work. And that was how I got into the industry. Then when I finished finally, I went back into the industry, and yes, just like what you said, I wanted a solution to the problem. So I started researching, I started reading, and that was when I discovered that Nigeria was the 5th largest oil and gas producing nation in the world. So I just couldn't wrap my head around the fact that we are 5th largest, and yet we are, you know, queuing. And again, that question kept coming back to my mind. Why are we importing oil in this nation? How can we be 5th largest and yet we can't access petrol, we can't access kerosene, people will queue, people will die, and all sort of things are happening to people in the nation. I really couldn't see the effect of that resource, the wealth of that resource on the people, on the nation, on the infrastructure, on the different areas, you know. So my research now made me discover that it was because we were treating Nigeria as a whole, we're treating that God-given resource as a typical commodity, buy and sell. Unlike other nations that God also blessed with this resource, they weren't just treating it as a buy and sell commodity. They treated it like a resource that will have multiplier effects on other resources.
Yes, so I just wanted to know the solution that you decided to provide based on the problems you identified, aside from having it put in a book.
Okay, so in my own case, I just didn't want to go start something and just be my cocoon. I wanted the information and the knowledge to be well spread. So I started a consulting outfit that I actually named after the book called Black Gold Authorities. And I actually, you know, go for events, go for conferences to enlighten people that we can, in fact, not just Nigerians, Africans, that we cannot continue to trade off this, our black gold. This is our own gold. You know, so and at one point, even the former Minister of Petroleum Resources, I was invited to their office to discuss how we can solve the Nigerian refining issues. And then my suggestion to them, I thank God they bought into it. I said, go modular. Modular solutions, you cannot continue to wait till you have the billions of dollars to be able to build. Oh, it's ongoing, it's ongoing. There are quite a number of modular refineries that are happening now. There's the Watersmith refinery being sponsored by the Nigerian Content Development Board. There's Niger Delta by Dr. Lai Fatonodi, so have just a 1,000 barrel per day refinery. They've been able to improve that from 1,000 barrel to about 11,000 barrel. Wow. Yes, locally. That's fantastic. You know, and then we have so many like that.
Now. Yeah.